Good morning, Eagles fans, and good morning, NFL fans, to, I guess, Eagles news or just general report. Today I want to speak about Byron Maxwell. Let's just get right into it. Byron Maxwell, I believe a week or so ago, made a guarantee that the Philadelphia Eagles will be representing the NFC in Super Bowl 50 this year. And I definitely want to just address it because it's important for us as a city in this sport to be on the same page. And this city has gone through a lot, and we added a lot of different players this year, and we want to welcome people into the family, but then get them up to speed where we are. Now, when somebody makes a guarantee like this, what does it do for me? I can't speak for everybody, but what does it do for me? I'm no longer 18 years old, 19 years old. I'm a lot older, and I'm starting to become hopefully a little wiser, which means I'm not swayed anymore by somebody's words that they say. I look more at production and what they actually do. And I also look to see what they do for us. In this case, Philadelphia. And I'm going to give, hopefully, Mr. Maxwell, you're watching this, because I'm going to give it to you straight from the heart and not with a bunch of other mess going on. But I'm going to give you from a couple different sides. We signed you from Seattle. Big contract, over $60 million, over 6 years, I believe. And there's a lot of high hopes that you are part of the secondary fix that we need in order to not give up the most amount of yards per long passes in, NFL history like we did like last year, which stunk. And all of us, just about all, I don't know anybody that thinks signing you is a bad choice. And when you say things, people are going to want to back you because we want to back our players. We do. I mean, unless you say something ridiculous like, Riley Cooper or something, we want to back you because, especially if you want to win, we want you to want to win for this city. But then you put us in an awkward position because of where we have come from in the last couple of years. We're not too far removed from the Dream Team comments made by Vince Young. We're not too far removed from signing Cromartie and Nnamdi Asomugha to create, the best secondary tandem since whatever. We're not far removed from releasing Kerry Williams, who came from Baltimore winning a Super Bowl, then coming here, and I didn't say he did bad, but he didn't light it up, and then he continued to talk about Baltimore. And then now he's gone, and actually he's playing for your old team, Seattle. We're coming from a situation. Last time we had good corners. We drafted them. Sheldon Brown and Lito Shepherd, we drafted those guys. I even go back mentally thinking about like Eric Allen. We drafted these guys. So to bring in a free agent is different as far as our success in the past. And to be quite honest, I don't get too high up on free agents sometimes because they're looked at sometimes as mercenaries. Now, you're on our team and you're part of our squad and we want you to want greatness. But first off, I don't want to hear about Seattle again. I don't. You're not in Seattle. You're in Philadelphia. You don't play for the Seattle fans anymore. You play for a different fan base. I'm not here to rag on Seattle fans, all other mess. No, this is about Philadelphia. So I don't want to hear about Pete Carroll in Seattle. This is now Philly and Chip Kelly and us and our fans. On top of that, you haven't stepped on the field yet. We haven't seen you. And we haven't seen you not opposite of Richard Sherman. This city wants a Super Bowl more than you can imagine. We only have 3 league championships, 1948, 49, 60, and no Super Bowls. And we become the butt end of jokes repeatedly, sometimes due to our own stupidity, but we don't need any added fire on it. And what we really need to do is maintain focus on what the goal is. Yes, is winning Super Bowl, but not talking about it, because the honest part of it, we didn't even win the NFC East last year. And we went 10-6, and we were looking on the outside in at the playoffs at 10-6. There's a lot of hungry teams out there. Everybody wants to make the Super Bowl and win it, hopefully, and take the steps to get there. But it's way past talking. And me as a fan, I want to believe that you're all in with Philadelphia. That's what would really get me going. Even stories about some of the things that the Eagles players are just doing. Like, you'll see Connor Barwin just riding his bike around the city and raising money for parks for the city. I mean, that shows some heart. Brent Selleck has a restaurant in the area. I mean, there's things that you can do to be part of our city, and it doesn't mean talking. It means doing. On top of, we need to see you on the field. We need to see your fire, because everybody can say what they want to say. We've heard all sorts of stuff, especially with the Nnamdi Asomugha. He was supposed to be this really smart, heady player, and he was going to take us to new levels, and he could do all sorts of stuff. And where's that guy now? All the guys I mentioned before, they're not even in Philadelphia anymore. They haven't made this home for them, for real, in their hearts. So they were phony, and they came here for a paycheck, and they left without getting us a Super Bowl trophy. I love fire, I love passion, I love optimistic thinking. You're probably not going to find a more optimistic Eagles fan than me, because I truly believe anything is possible. But it's time to tone down on the talking. We have a lot of question marks that we have to get solved, and we have to do a lot of proving on the field before we start talking any trash. And I don't even think we're in a position to talk trash. I think what we're trying to do is build a juggernaut team that not just fluke wins one Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, that's a start, but I think what we're trying to do is do something different and win 3 Super Bowls in a row, because no other team has done it. But with that comes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of teamwork that is beyond talking. And I just don't want another free agent coming in here putting a target on our backs. We have done that enough, and it's time to say enough with that. So Maxwell, there's plenty of things that need to be done. There's plenty of growing. It's obvious that the goal is to win the Super Bowl. But let's take these steps together. And you have to realize you have a responsibility. Not just to the team, because at the same time, you're an entertainer. That's your job. To not put us as fans in an awkward position of, yeah, we have to back you. We do. If things start going sour, are you leaving out of here without a Super Bowl ring? And bringing it to this city, because that's the most important part. So I just want to state that, because that's my true feelings on it. I feel very optimistic about this season. I am watching Sam Bradford's recovery. I do think there's something mystical about Tim Tebow and stuff, but there's, and our running game, to me, seems like it's getting pretty strong, of who we traded for or signed with Matthews and Murray, and still keeping Sproles. And I think our defense is getting stronger and tougher, but that also takes time. And in this time, I think the focus needs to be less on talking, and especially talking about Seattle. I don't want to hear anything more about Seattle here in Philadelphia, because Seattle won the Super Bowl. Seattle went to last year's Super Bowl. We watched. Become part of this city. Become part of this team. Experience the fan and what we've gone through over the years, over the decades. And then I think that would change your comments and change your heart on how you even express that optimism in such a way that we can all stand together proudly and not be the laughingstock of the NFL, because that's not what I desire. I want to do it with class. I want to do it with respect, not just to our team, but to the other teams as well. And then I want to win the whole thing. So like I said, Mr. Maxwell, I hope you've heard this. I hope you consider this, because this is your fan base, and we want the best. Everybody else, leave your comments. I hope you guys are having a good off season, and look forward to talking to you guys in the next video. Have a good day, and go Birds.